Hello everyone, how's it going? In this video, we're going to try to understand Alibaba's business plan. Normally, people, when they think about Alibaba, they think about this e-commerce giant. It is not an e-commerce business, not at all. Let's give you an example. Let's say there's a gentleman by the name Galaxy out in the rural part of China, and he wants to do business. He loves to make hats and shoes and wants to get out and give his passion, share his passion with the outside world. So he goes to a typical bank and requests some money. He borrows some money, and he's into business of making hats and shoes. But now, he being in the rural part of China, he cannot sell his shoes or hats to too many people. So then he goes to a city. In the city, he finds a company like maybe the Walmart of China and requests, "Hey, Walmart, can you please sell my shoes and hats in your place, please?" Walmart says, "Hey, yeah, Galaxy, come on in. You can come distribute and give your shoes and hats on a regular basis, and I will sell it to your customers." Definitely. But this is my fee, and this is my cut for all the products that you sell through me. Galaxy reluctantly agrees and goes for it. Then it goes to a transport agency and a logistics provider to request them, "Hey, can you please, on a regular basis, come to my place, get my shoes and hats, and then go to the city and distribute it to the Walmart of China? Could you please do that?" The transport side guy says, "Hey, yeah, Galaxy, let me do that for you. I'll come regularly. If you want me daily, I'll come to you daily, and I'll collect your hats and shoes and then take it to the city. But this is my fee. This is what I charge. If you're okay with it." Galaxy again reluctantly agrees for it. The Galaxy has to share his, not just his passion of hats and shoes with the outside world, but also his profits. So he has to give it to the transport guys, he has to give it to the city, and to the bank, of course. But he has a much bigger problem. Galaxy does not get to deal with his customers. The end customer is in contact with the Walmart of China. He never gets to meet the customer. So there's no relation building with Galaxy or the customer. Looking at all of this, Alibaba came down and said, "Hey, Galaxy, you know what? You don't need all this nonsense. I'll come in, I'll create this website for you, and here you just come in and put your pictures of your shoes and your hat, and your customers will buy from you." You see, I have this very popular website called Alibaba or Taobao, and you can get not just customers, but all the logistics help that you need. And all my people will take care of distributing for you. Customers will come, they can buy from you, and they come in for so many other reasons, and they will find you and they'll take you. So you will get too many business leads from my website. Galaxy says, "Hey, Alibaba, you're the lifesaver. I'll come and work with you." So he comes in business with Alibaba. The customers are also happy with Alibaba because being in the rural part of China, it's very difficult for them to find a marketplace, to find a Walmart of China. So they go to a website like Alibaba to download and order all these products, and Alibaba distributes it to their home address directly to the door. So everyone is happy. But now, as this business was going on, there were some notorious people who started to do some nonsense. There were cases where a customer would come in, he would take the product but not pay. And there were people, not Galaxy, Galaxy in this case is a very nice gentleman, but there were other sellers who would take the money but not give the product. And that was a problem for Alibaba. People started to lose trust in Alibaba and they wouldn't want to do business with Alibaba. So Alibaba came and said, "Hey, you know what? I'll create this system called Alipay. And this will be an escrow system, a middleman, where I won't allow you to give the money or take the product without making sure everything is in place. So I would tell the customer, 'Hey, customer, you give the money to me first, and I'll make sure the product comes to you. Only if you confirm the product has arrived, then I'll give your money to your seller. If not, I'll give the money back to you. There's no deal at all.' The same time, it tells the Galaxy, 'Hey, Galaxy, give the product to me. Only if I get the money from the customer, then only I will distribute the product back to the customer.' Both were happy, and that's how Alipay came into business. Alibaba also came and said, 'Hey, Galaxy, why are you taking this money from the bank? And you have these huge interests and huge loans that you have to work with. Why bother all that? I'll take care of it for you.' And Alipay started to do that as well. So the banks went out of picture. And Alibaba came into business for loans and also giving out help to all these small business owners. This was all going out fine. Now, a branded company like Nike, they came in and they said, hey, Alibaba, you're doing so much for the rural part of China. You're doing so much for these small businesses, but I'd like to do business with you as well. You have this huge database of customers coming to you every day, and I'd like to take a piece of that. I'd like to sell my products for you. Can you please do something for me? Alibaba said, hey, yeah, I'll create a new website for you. I'll call this called tmall.com. And this tmall, I'll only have branded products, all high-end products like yourself. So Nike got happy. The rural part of China, the small businesses are also happy. Everything is going fine. Now, there was a new breed of people coming up in China. These were the startup guys. They were trying to create this IT businesses. And they came to Alibaba. Hey, Alibaba, we are doing this new startups. We're coming up with these great ideas, but it is very difficult for us to start a business because all these servers and computers and all these applications are costing so much. And I don't want to invest into all of that at this stage. I don't know whether my startup is going to work or not. This is just an experiment, just a gamble for myself. I don't want to do all of that. Is there anything that you can help? Alibaba said, not to worry. It came out with what they call it as the Alibaba Cloud, which is nothing but the Amazon AWS. So Alibaba Cloud, they came up with this servers on the cloud where Alibaba could talk to these IT people and startup guys and say, hey, you know what? No need to buy your servers, no need to buy your computers. I'll take care of all of that. You can use my Alibaba Cloud to host all your servers to your websites. All your magnificent websites can be come up on my cloud, and you work with me until you decide that your startup is ready to roll out. Everyone were happy. They started to come in business, and they could come down and deal with their customers. So looking all of this is the major picture, the gist of what Alibaba does. Apart from that, they also do a couple of other spawning. They're into many other businesses that they have invested in, but these are the core aspects of Alibaba. And here you can understand that it is not an e-commerce business. It's more of an infrastructure business. They're creating the infrastructure for a business. Let's say, for example, there was a train. A train was invented. And a train is invented. That's when Alibaba came in and said, hey, the train is invented. It needs tracks. And we need tracks so that all these trains can travel. That is what Alibaba did. So they came and laid down all these tracks all over China and in the world. So any online business that could come in, they have to use Alibaba's tracks. So they're creating that infrastructure where all these businesses, small businesses, medium businesses, and now even the bigger businesses, they're starting to rely on Alibaba's services. Now, there is a very interesting tailwind that's happening to Alibaba. Let's look at this chart. This is just giving the example or the active consumer growth on Alibaba's online platform. You can see they started off with 434 million back in 2016. That's when the company went public. So we have this public data in the domain. Now, recently, it is at 828 millions. But look into this. This is the number of internet users in China. Do you see a resemblance between this chart and this chart? The amount of growth is almost the same. You can see right now it's sitting at about 988 millions, a quick spike, but just before that it was 854 million, very similar to where Alibaba is located. So the growth in China's internet users is very much related to Alibaba's growth. So it's a Chinese economy play. At the same time, the population of China currently, which is back in 2019, was 1.4 billion. So this is a very interesting play where it's not just, if you remove the global perspective and just keep China in picture, you can see the amount of growth that Alibaba has in place for itself in its home country of China. I found it very interesting. Just wanted to share this with you. With that, take care. Stay safe. Bye-bye.